think that it's important for kids to learn financial responsibility? Of course it is, right?
Yeah, it's a big part of life.
So where should they learn it from?
Just a myriad of different places.
You
A
think-
little bit everywhere.
Because I have here a survey that says 64% of parents say they try to teach their kids financial competence.
At least some are trying.
Yeah, that's the majority of parents. But what's the problem? A lot of parents these days, they're not that financial competent themselves, are they?
They're not.
I would say what did we talk about last week? That we've hit $1 trillion in credit card debt in the United States. That doesn't sound particularly financially competent to me.
Sounds like a lot of people are doing some silly things.
Yeah. So what if we got the schools involved? 82% of people say that financial competence should be taught in school. What do you think about that?
I think that that's not a bad idea. I think there's a lot of schools that have done that. People always say that.
Yeah.
But I've taken financial classes before.
You could take financial classes in
In
some
schools.
places. Yeah.
Yeah.
You think here's my thing. I think it makes sense that schools would teach that. Like they should. They should teach you how to do your taxes and teach you how to make a budget and all that good stuff. I just always wonder with that kind of thing. Like, are you really, as a teenager, you really going to retain any of that?
See, that's what I'm going to say. I 100% agree.
You agree, don't you?
I think, this is what I think, is you think about how many classes you took or whatever and you wasted.
Yeah.
Like I learned Spanish when I was in high school.
Exactly.
I don't know any Spanish. And the other thing, too, this is what's wild, is even if you take this class, that doesn't even mean that you're going to do half the things that you should.
Yeah.
I think people just look for a reason to blame it on the schools. Like, how am I supposed to know how to write a check when the school never taught me how to do that?
Yeah.
How am I supposed to know how to invest in stocks when the school never taught me how to do that? It's like every other thing. There's tons of things that schools didn't teach you how to do that you do every single day.
Yeah.
If you wanted to learn it, you would just go to YouTube like you do with everything else.
Uh-huh.
Think about every video game that you've learned to cheat in. They teach you that at school? No, but you know by heart because you went to YouTube and you watched a YouTube video on it. If you wanted to learn about investing or getting a Roth IRA or any of these important things that bad, then you would just go online and you would learn it just like you do with everything else that you didn't learn in school.
Yeah.
Everybody just looks for the out of, well, they didn't teach me that in high school. They taught me math or they taught me statistics that I don't even use today. If you wanted to learn it so bad, you would go learn it. And whoever you would have taught you in high school, you probably wouldn't have listened to them anyway.
Exactly. No, it's perfect what you said, learning a different language. There'd be stuff that you'd still remember. There's stuff I still remember from like history class, but the stuff that really sticks with me is stuff that I've learned more recently in life because I actually took interest in it and needed to know it. Where the thing is, when you're growing, if you're going to high school, you don't need a budget.
No.
So it's just gonna feel, whether it's your parents teaching you or whether it's your teachers teaching you, it's gonna feel like you're just not gonna care. You might as well be learning a different language that you'll never speak.
And people will say, but I'll know. I would have known that that's important. Well, if it's so important, then why don't you go learn it now?
Figure it out now.
Then why don't you go online and you just Google?
It's not a secret.
Financial competency. Because guess what? So many people along the way have figured it out. Oddly enough,
Yeah.
they're like 30, 40 years old. So many people that are 24 right now already have a Roth IRA going. And if you don't know what that means, you probably should go Google it.
I think maybe they don't need to teach you they can still teach you a budget and everything. They should just really teach you how to not get into a hole when you're
debt.
when you're working at Chipotle.
Wasn't that a great Riot clip? While you're here, you should watch more of our videos and subscribe so you don't miss what we do next.